Okay, in first lecture we discuss about the basic introduction of industrial waste treatment. Okay, so this topic, industrial waste treatment, which is very important as the industrial waste affect the normal life of natural stream, river as well as lake. Okay, so that means if this industrial waste dispose improperly or over the land in water bodies that going to be pollute the water, that is water pollution, maybe create air pollution, also the soil pollution, and also affect the normal life of natural stream, that is disturbance of aquatic system or vanish of aquatic system. Okay, so as we discussed, these industrial wastewater are generally much and more polluted as compared to domestic and commercial wastewater. Okay, so the directly discharge of industrial wastewater is not possible, so that we need to completely treat that water before disposal into the water bodies. That we are going to use the different treatment plant like CETP, that is common effluent treatment plant, where the small scale industries come together and going to treat their own effluent treatment plant, own wastewater we generated in industries, and ETP, effluent treatment plant, which is used for the treatment of each and every industry to treat their own wastewater, industrial wastewater. They are going to use ETP, effluent treatment plant. Okay, so this type of system, that is CETP, common effluent treatment plant, and ETP, effluent treatment plants, are used for the treatment of industrial wastewater. Okay, so after the treatment of or after the treatment of industrial waste, the effluent is discharged into the natural stream, into river or lake as per the disposal point available, or either they are going to dispose over the land. Okay, or either they can reuse and recycle that effluent. Okay, so this is what the basic idea or the importance of industrial waste treatment. Okay, so to avoid the effect and impact of industrial waste over the environment, we need to collect the industrial waste, to treat the industrial waste and discharge safely. Okay, so next point we discuss about the sampling and analysis of wastewater. Okay, so before that, what is the objective of treatment of that wastewater, or what is the objective of treatment of industrial waste? Okay, so the objective of treatment of industrial waste is to remove the different organic matter which present in that industrial waste, to remove the inorganic inorganic matter which present into that water. Okay, to reduce the BOD and COD of that industrial waste, to remove the toxic matter which present in that waste, to remove the nitrate and phosphate of that waste, also to control the pH of that wastewater. Some of the industry having acidic wastewater, some of the industry having alkaline pH, so to control the pH. Okay, and also the thermal pollution can be controlled by cooling the towers, by cooling the waters by using cooling towers, and also the water use uh, for industrial and agricultural purposes. Okay, so this is what the objective of ETP, effluent treatment plant, or CETP. Okay, to remove organic and inorganic matter, that is to reduce BOD and COD of waste, to remove the suspended matter, to remove the toxic matter, to remove the nitrate and phosphate, and to control the pH. So this is what the objective of effluent treatment plant. Okay, so the next is the sampling. So we also discussed about the sampling in the previous topic. Okay, so sampling, it is nothing but, or it is a technique which is used to collect the sample. Okay, so here is the sampling, maybe from the wastewater source, maybe from the sewage, maybe from the ETP, or maybe from the industry. Okay, so whatever the source available, so we have to collect the sample from the source. Okay, either it may be sewage source, either it may be wastewater source, either it may be treated effluent, or either it may be the industrial wastewater. Okay, so sampling is just the collection of wastewater sample from the source for the analysis purpose. Okay, so there are two methods of sampling. The first one is a grab sampling, and second one is a composite sampling. Okay, so grab sampling, the sampling process in which the collection of sample for a single time. Okay, So just collect the sample at once or single time, that is you can say the grab sampling. Okay. And second method, it is the composite sampling. So composite sampling, it is nothing but the collection of sample over a period of time. Okay, that means this composite sampling which indicate the average characteristics of the wastewater. Okay, so that's why the sampling is important and is of two types, that is grab sampling and composite sampling. Okay, so any value of laboratory is totally depend upon the sampling. If you are going to do inaccurate sampling, that going to be affect your result of analysis. Okay. So for the accurate result of analysis, we need the accurate sampling process. Okay. Because the value of any laboratory results is depend upon the sampling. Okay. So the object of sampling is to collect the sample and analysis the sample for the different characteristics. Okay. So you can check the TU, then BOD, then solid, okay, alkalinity, chloride. So these all laboratory examination that can be done after the collection of sample, okay, after the sampling. Okay, so some points should be considered during collection of sample. That is, the label on the sample bottle should be done, and it should be include the information like what is the source of sample. So either it is sewage source, either it is industrial waste, or either it is treated effluent. Okay. So what is the source of sample? Second, what is the date of sampling? Next, what is the time of sampling, and what is the temperature of the sample? So these all parameters should be noted down, and you can also label on the sample bottle this information. Okay, so that point consider during the collection of sample for the analysis purpose. Okay, so this is what the sampling, grab sampling and composite sampling. Okay, so grab sample consists of a portion of wastewater all taken at one time, where the composite sample consists of portion of wastewater taken at regular time interval. Okay, so these grab samples are not representative of average characteristics of the wastewater. Okay, so that means in grab sampling what happens? Just we have to collect the sample for a single time at once. Okay, so that means it not an indication of average characteristics of wastewater. Okay, so in opposite the composite sampling. So the composite sampling, it is collected over a period of time, maybe 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, depending upon results. Okay, and after that, this sample is mixed together, and we get homogeneous mix. Okay, and that homogeneous mix which indicate the average characteristics of wastewater. Okay, so generally, these composite samples are collected to determine the characteristics of wastewater and water pollution load for designing of treatment plant. Okay, so after you identify the what is the load of that wastewater and what are the characteristics and quality of wastewater, and from that you can design your treatment plant, wastewater treatment plant. Okay, so for that so for the designing of treatment plant, ETP, effluent treatment plant, we need to do the composite sampling and analysis of the composite sampling. Okay, so this is what the sampling of industrial waste. Okay, so grab sampling and composite sampling. Okay, so sample preservation we discuss, and the next one is characteristics of the industrial waste. Okay, so basically this characteristics is broadly classified into three categories: the physical characteristics, chemical characteristics, and the biological characteristics. Okay, so as we know, the problem of pollution of natural waters is largely due to the municipal waste and due to the industrial waste. Okay, that means due to the disposal of municipal wastewater into water bodies like a river, lake, and stream, or also due to the disposal of industrial waste into the water bodies. Okay, like a river, lake, stream, ocean, that going to be increase the pollution of water. Okay, that is the water pollution problem that going to be increased due to that unfavorable disposal. Okay, and the contamination of surface water as well as groundwater, that is very dangerous to the human health. Okay, because this water that going to be used for the drinking as well as washing plus for the domestic purpose, for the agriculture purpose. Okay, so indirectly whatever that content or whatever that metals which present into that water, that again entered into the human body. Okay, so that's why uh, this contamination of surface water and groundwater which is dangerous for the human health. Okay, So degradable pollutants, that is, you can say the organic matter, which is from the domestic sewage and thermal discharge. Okay, so this is basic about the industrial wastewater. Okay, so suppose if this due to discharge of this industrial waste, like paper industry, petroleum industry, chemical industry, steel industry, this amount of wastewater discharged into the water bodies, and it contains maybe different types of salts, then gases, then particulate matter, and that is going to be also they are going to be include the different types of toxic metal like cadmium, mercury, and lead. Okay, so these are all waste which arises from the complex industrial process, and that going to be change the quality of water. Okay, and we know the different type of diseases which spread due to the use of polluted water. That's why due to disposal of industrial waste. Okay, so if we are going to discharge this industrial waste into rivers, okay, and that going to be lead the spreading of diseases like hepatitis, then cholera, then dysentery. Okay, these diseases were due to the polluted water, due to use of polluted water. Also, that water is unfavorable for the agriculture operation. Okay, so that it is important or it is need to treat that industrial waste, and after that, the treated effluent you can discharge or you can dispose by whatever the disposal method available. Okay, so this industrial waste, which consists the different type of constituents in industrial wastewater, like you can say the organic matter, which consists fats, sugar, protein, and detergents. It consists suspended solid like organics and inorganic suspended solid, then dissolved solid in the form of chloride, then nutrients like nitrate and phosphate, then acid like sulfuric acid, nitric acid, organic acid, then alkalis like lime, sodium hydroxide, then toxic matter, which is toxic to man, animal, plants, and fishes, and microorganisms like heavy metals, pesticides, ammonia, cyanides. Okay. Then colors like dyes and pigment, volatile organic matter like petroleum product. Okay. Pathogens. So is uh, these all matter which present in industrial waste, which is very harmful to the human health as well as the aquatic system. Okay, so that's why the analysis and treatment of industrial waste is very important. So the different treatment methods are available for the treatment of industrial waste. Okay, so now what are the different physical properties of waste and what are the different chemical properties of waste? Okay, so we consider the physical characteristics first. So all we know the what are the physical characteristics of waste. So the first one is the solid, then color, then turbidity, taste and odor, and the temperature. Okay, so these are the different physical characteristics of water, wastewater. Okay, now we are going to consider. So in E2, we already discussed about the different physical characteristics, chemical characteristics, and biological characteristics of wastewater. Similarly, here for the industrial waste, also we are going to consider the same characteristics, the physical, chemical, and biological characteristics. Okay. So, what are the physical characteristics? So, it's total solid, then color, then turbidity, then taste and odor, and the temperature. Okay. So, these are the physical characteristics like a solid which comes from the domestic and industrial waste, then temperature due to the industrial waste and domestic waste. Okay, so odor due to sewage and industrial waste. So these are some of the physical characteristics. Chemical characteristics like protein, carbohydrate, fats, phenol, pesticides, these are due to industrial and agriculture waste. Okay,